Again, we're going to put the recurve bow in the F tier, but
I'm putting the bow down here in the specialist tier.
It's a solid weapon that goes in the B tier. Used in the game. Now, I'm actually going to be putting this.
Who said the bow is weak? I will never...
Probably put it in the B tier because it's...
Yo, where'd you find that? This is gonna be privacy breach or something like that. You're gonna hear from... Alright, let's get one thing straight. The bow has been dismissed as a meme weapon or a low tier pick, but it's so much more than that. In this guide, I'll show you how to unlock its true potential and become a competitive force on the battlefield. I'm not saying my fellow creators are wrong, but I believe the bow deserves a second look. Let's dive in and see what the bow is capable of. But first, let's talk about what changes I will make to elevate the bow's potential even further. Before we start, I would ask you to like this video if you agree with my suggestion and would like to see it being added to the game. So, while the Recurve bow is already a solid weapon, there's always room for improvement. Here's an idea that could elevate its performance even further, and it is utilizing the speed shooting mechanic. Imagine a feature where you could hold up to 3 arrows in your shooting hand, allowing for rapid successive shots. This mechanic would bridge the gap between the bow and faster weapons, making it more competitive without sacrificing its unique playstyle. The speed shooting mechanic would introduce a skill-based element, rewarding players who can master timing and accuracy under pressure. These changes wouldn't just make the bow more viable, it would add an exciting new layer of gameplay that could appeal to a wider range of players. What do you think about this? Share your thoughts in the comments down below. Before we jump into the action, let's break down the Recurve bow itself. From its unique mechanics to its stats, understanding what makes this weapon tick is the first step to mastering it. Holding down the trigger increases the power. Fully charged shots deal massive damage, but quick shots can still chip away the enemies or apply pressure. Unlike firearms, the bow makes minimal noise, allowing you to strike from the shadows. This lets you take enemies by surprise. Use cover and high ground to pick off targets without immediately revealing your position. And unlike most weapons in the game, the Recurve bow does not require traditional reloading, allowing for consistent fire as long as you manage your shots. Now looking at some numbers, the Recurve bow stats are as follows. For damage, it has a 60 damage for uncharged shots, up to 120 for fully charged shots. A headshot multiplier of 1.5, a rate of fire of 78 rounds per minute for uncharged shots, and 48 RPM for fully charged shots. The arrows have got no damage drop-off of a distance, making it lethal at all ranges if you land your shots. With these numbers in mind, it's clear that the bow is a versatile weapon. While it may not be the strongest in raw damage output, its unique mechanics and utility make it a compelling option for skilled players. Let's now look at the TTKs against each class. We'll be looking at both the time needed with fully charged shots and a mix with uncharged shots too to get the fastest TTK on mediums and lights. Beginning with the light, we have 2 shots in 1.25 seconds using fully charged shots, and 1 fully charged shot plus an uncharged shot in 0.8 seconds. Against mediums, it takes 3 charged shots in 2.5 seconds, or 2 fully charged and a quick one in 2.15 seconds. Finally, on heavies, we have the same amount of fully charged shots as for mediums in the same time, or a slightly faster time with 2 fully charged and an almost full shot. However, timing the final shot to deal 110 damage exactly could get you killed if you release the trigger just a little sooner, so you'd just be better off fully charging the last one as well. To make the most out of the Recurve bow, you'll want to pair it with the right gadgets and abilities. Here are my top recommendations. The gateway will be meta as long as we have the plug meta. Place one on the vault before or while it's opening and throw the next as far as possible to quickly teleport the vault closer to the cache out. Remember, the maximum distance before the first gate disappears is 75 meters. You can extend this by moving to the 75-meter mark and throwing it even further. Also, if you use movement gadgets like a zipline or a jump pad, the momentum will add to your throw, meaning that you can throw it even further. Next up, we got frag grenades, which provide immediate explosive power to eliminate enemies behind cover. But grenades are not just for offense. They can be used for defensive plays as well. Dropping one on your feet while being chased by the enemy can deal great damage, now giving us the advantage in the gunfight. The final gadget is the Vanish Bomb. Use the Vanish Bomb to go invisible, creating opportunities for precise shots or ambushing unsuspecting enemies. It's also a great tool for disengaging if you're outnumbered. And for ability, the dashes. Combine your recurved bow with quick dashes to avoid incoming fire, reposition rapidly, or create distance between you and your target. The synergy between the bow's mobility and the dash is unmatched. To truly excel with a bow, you need to understand its versatility and make the most of its strength. Use cover while charging your shots to then quick peek and land devastating damage on your opponent. This minimizes the damage you take, making you last longer to win the gunfight. Use your superior speed to stay unpredictable. Do not be afraid to strafe, jump, and dash to avoid incoming fire while landing shots of your own, as the bow keeps a stable accuracy even when performing these stunts. Whether at close or long ranges, headshots drastically cut down your TTK and punish enemies effectively. Fully charged shots are excellent for burst damage, but don't hesitate to mix in uncharged shots too to finish off low health targets. And finally, practice predicting enemy movement because arrows have got a little bit of travel time. This is especially important for distant moving targets, so it will be appropriate jumping into the practice range to just practice a bit on the moving mannequins. Mastering the bow takes patience and practice, but once you've honed your skills, you'll become a threat no matter where you are on the battlefield. And that's the ultimate guide to mastering the bow in the finals. Don't let its low-tier repetition fool you. With the right strategy and practice, this weapon can become a game changer. Whether you're ambushing enemies, zoning them off objectives, or pulling off high mobility plays, the Recurve bow has the potential to shine. If you enjoyed this guide, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your favorite bow moment in the comments below. And if you're hungry for more tips and tricks for the finals, hit the notification bell so you never miss an upload. That being said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Ride and I ride, bitch, 100 dash on pedal.